that highlight the game, but he did his job well, and I'm proud of him.
That play that Matt made right before halftime to clear that ball off the line. Seems like he's done that 4 or 5 times this year. That's kind of what you expect from him and your captain. Just talk about that.
Yeah, that's his job, and Matt keeps growing on that part, and taking the leadership when we need him. And that particular play just show all what he represents to this club and the group. You know, to the commitment not just to do the job, but do the small things. Something that is special in that moment. He came up and was big for us. Yes.
Can you comment on the crowd tonight?
That was great. It was great. Yeah, it is great. The project is coming along, and the crowd is growing, and the attendance is growing, and we're going in a great direction for sure.
Oscar, do you think, I saw at the end of the game, I saw a lot of crosses. Do you think it would be different if Mauro was playing tonight?
It's hard to say how the games turn out with a different personnel. What I have to say is that the players who were in the field today did a great job, and the way I read it and the way I see it, and I thought the people who went in the field today was the right ones. For some reason, during the season, many times that happened, whether there's an injury or a suspension. But this team is not afraid to play anyone, because as I said at the beginning, we have the sense of inclusion here. We all are part of this project, but could be different with Mauro. Always could be different when you have a talent there like him, right? But I don't think too much about that. Not what I don't have. Tonight I have this group of players, and they did an excellent job. Now we have Mauro back. We'll see how we read it and prepare for the next one.
Oscar, you go back after drawing, which, a decent result, not a loss, but it had to be frustrating to concede that goal in the second half. How does giving up an away goal change what you guys are going to do when you go to Seattle?
We have 90 minutes and we can score there also. That's what it is. Frustrating anytime that you concede a goal, especially because I understand and the players understand what is the advantage of scoring away. But there is nothing we can repeat there. We can score there also. Seattle has a big responsibility. The favor is in this league. It's a big club, and today we show that we're better. In Seattle, we'll see. They need to beat us, and we're ready. We'll be ready.
You talk about them having a responsibility. Do you feel like you go to Seattle with nothing to lose, or the pressure might be on them?
We always want to win. We always teach and preach to this group of players that we're not less than anyone here. But I have heard many times that Seattle is the best team in the league, and they have achieved 2 trophies this year, and that's the club that everybody's waiting or expecting to win it. So we'll see. We'll see. Not that we can do it. I know we can do it, and this group of players can do it. In that locker room, they believe on that. Maybe in the league they think different, but as I say, we'll be ready for that one game on Monday, because we showed today that is a challenge for them also to face FC Dallas.
It took you about 85, 86 minutes to finally make a sub. Was it lack of options on the bench, or was it just you just didn't want to mess with what was going on out there?
Yeah, it did happen. It didn't happen quite often during the season. When I feel that the team is playing so well that nothing needs to be moved, I wanted to bring a bit of energy, but to be quite honest, we didn't need to change anything at that moment. And we were close tonight to keep up the 11 players that were in the field. All of them were doing a tremendous job. And that's something that made me proud of this group, because that doesn't happen often, and they did a good job. We have very good options in the bench, but we read the game in a way that we didn't need much. But we brought Teixeira, and we know that it could give us probably a possibility in the box. But boys were doing very well.
Oscar, as well as the team played tonight, especially in the first 45 minutes, do you find it a little frustrating that you were only able to create 5 chances on goal and 1 in the first half?
Yes, it's frustrating not to come out with a victory first. It's frustrating to give up a goal, as this is something that we're good at. It's frustrating not create as many chances that give us the possibility to win it. But overall, in the playoffs, you know how the games are very tight. And today the whole performance was very good, one of the best of the year, and I prize these players. I'm very pleased with it. Frustrated, yes, because they deserve better tonight. That's where the game goes.
Mo hadn't played in a while. I know he had the red card. He served the suspension, but he didn't play a few games after that. How'd you think he did tonight, getting back out there?
Play one of his best games also tonight. I'm very proud to see this kid growing here in the project. Tonight was a playoff game and his first one in his life, right? And against a team that I say that, you know, big names and things like that, he come out and step up. Very good job. Very well done by Moses. Happy to see him in that consistency.
Coach Victor came off early on Wednesday with a bit of an injury. You know, he didn't practice the whole week to come in and play 90 minutes with the performance that he did. What does that tell you about him, and what did you think of his performance?
That tells me that this group is learning that in this game, it's very unusual to play without a pain. And today I had 4 players, and this is not, it's normal. You know, I have 4 players today who came up to the field with some sort of pain that they were dragging from the last game. And the youngsters needs to understand that in the professional level, you normally play with pain. Victor today was close not to be part of this game, and he got through, and he also played one of his best games. It showed him something that the pro level is different.
Does the fact that you had 4 players who were somewhat hurt playing a third game in a week, a playoff game against the Supporter Shield winners, is that part of the reason you think that the performance was so good? Does that factor into it?
No, well, yeah, it's part of the part of my answer would be yes, but what I can see from the bench was the team very structured and very disciplined. Tactically, I thought we were spot on what we wanted. Controlling in the middle, Martins and Clint. Controlling Jedlin with Teshon. Tremendous job he did. And in the middle, I think we absorb both what they have, the energy, the physicality, and Victor and Mitchell were able to do it. I can tell you that this game was overall in the whole, you know, the energy, the discipline, and one of the games that I can sleep tonight.
So you look at this, obviously there's no points on the line, but you know they say either a point gained or 2 points lost a lot of times in a draw. You look at this one with pretty much total happiness, a point gained in that mindset kind of thing.
Right. I see an advantage to score away, and they already score away. Who say we cannot do it? So that's what we prepare for 90 plus minutes in Seattle. They need to make sure that we don't score there, and we can do it. We have done it this year already there.
Oscar, ¿cómo se prepara, en Spanish, I'm sorry. ¿Cómo se prepara una persona como vos con tu experiencia, ¿no? Al estar en estas circunstancias y mentalmente y físicamente, ¿cómo preparas a tus jugadores y cuál es tu mensaje, ¿no? Para viajar hacia
Bueno, pues la